In this lesson, you will learn how to limit the number of application modules when creating a coverage. So let's go into the backlog module, for instance. And whenever a user creates on a user story a test case, you can see in the test tab, when adding a new test, it is possible. So let's say this is another test. It is now possible for me to create two application module and add the test to my backlog coverage, which is so far so good. It's all good, but in some occasion you may have to select only one application modules because your quality module structure for the application module is defined in a more detailed granularity, and you want to make sure that each test is assigned to one application module only. In such a case, from the user story, backlog coverage, or requirements coverage, you can create a business rule where you check exactly the number of application modules and act accordingly. So let's go into the customization from settings, administration, spaces, and now we are here on customization, on the entities, manual test, and now we will add a new rule where we can alert the user. So please select only one application module for one test. And we want to execute this action on the trigger new and update. So when adding a test and when updating a test. Now I have here a field called application module count, and I can say if the count is not equal to, in my case, 1. You can also say, okay, if it is bigger than 1, so then also 0 can be selected, which you will basically not allow through the required field option. So this is completely up to you. You can say if this is not equal to 1, then the alert should be executed and triggered on new and updates. So let's try it. We save it, go to our user story, refresh the page, and now I'm back in the user story, test tab. Let's add a new test. This is another test, and the test after setting up only one app module selection. If I try to add now, let's say, 2 application module, it will not allow me. So it says please select only one application module for one test. This is actually exactly my, where is it? It's actually exactly my description, which I have here in my business rule. So I can close this, and let's say I delete everything. It won't allow me because this is now required. So I have to select one application module in order to continue. So let's say we add only one, procure to pay again. And now you can see I have added this test onto the backlog coverage. So this is also a great way to really define what should be the application modules, the number of the application module beside the user to force to enter the application module. And I would suggest to set it up for backlog module and for the requirements module, as the main user's view will not or could not contain quality. You can add it, so they can create test cases everywhere. practical wise, it's not a good practice to allow everyone to have multiple options to work in different modules. So just give the user the permission to see on the requirements module, or if you are on Agile, backlog module, and allow them to add test directly on the backlog itself and selecting the right application modules. So it will populate your heat map and will contribute all data to it.